I wonder if the Queen needs me to take over for Meghan Markle.
Because they're moving to Canada.
That's right. Getting jobs.
And
hello and welcome to A Gypsy's Kiss. It's Friday Fenndango, and I'm the Magical Treasure Princess and life coach to the rich and famous, Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Younis, and I'm administrative assistant to the Magical Treasure Princess and her chief gem guy. Gemologist. And, no, God, Chua, I don't have a foot fetish. Came from. Got Chua.
Bless you.
So I can't use English curse words. I guess I can use Vietnamese.
Until we get a Vietnamese moderator.
So we have very few in the way of, that's exactly right. In the way of emails. We have a couple of emails, a couple of text messages, no voicemail. So we're going to go early to calls tonight. Imagine how much fun that's going to be.
So be ready, Amanda and Dennis.
Yes, Amanda and Dennis, we're going to call you first.
We'll try not to say your numbers out loud on the air.
We got a giveaway too. Wait, where'd the intro go? It's down there. So let's get this party started. This part of the party.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
Of course, you want towels because towels are muy importante. Remember that before you leave this evening, you like our video. Well, dang, that's 3D bronze. We will take care of you
for when you go get a foot rub.
Okay, so let's be clear here. I do have, like everybody else, I have my fetishes. The foot fetish is not one of them. But apparently Reddit doesn't believe that. So,
but if you have one and you would like me to take a picture and put it on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm Shelley Carney. And send me $30 for a pedicure. And that picture is there.
All yours, yeah.
It's there.
And we'll make a print of it.
That's right.
We'll make a print. And instead of just another fly streamer.
What flies with that?
Where the flies with that? Where the hell was I? Where the heck was I?
Feet pictures.
Oh, remember
wait, JK Pioneer says, nice necklace you have there, MTP.
Yeah. So the reason JK Pioneer is mentioning that is because that was one of the gemstones that he sent the Magical Treasure Princess, and I mounted it since he sent it to us. So
he's the gemologist.
I've still got the. I still have the other one. I haven't done the amethyst, but it's a beautiful stone, and it's got a lot of fire in it. When you see it, you don't have to see it up close, but when you're standing on the other side of the room, it's got some nice. It's a great cut. Whoever did it. What the?
Here, let's start over. Where'd it go? Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
I ran out of towel stuff. Remember to like our video. YouTube likes it when you like our video, and we like it when you like our video.
And the towel lady likes it.
The towel lady likes it when you like our video. Share it with your family, your friends, your neighbors, your business associates, the entirety of you social networks, so that we can
grow the channel.
I'm going to get hit one of these days. And then finally, if you're not already a subscriber, please take the time to subscribe to our channel. And then when you see take the time to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button. And then when you see that notification bell, ring the notifications bell, and then that way, whenever we start a live stream or whenever we schedule a live stream, you'll be immediately informed. And
In the know.
because you know what's better than being in the know? You got to have some kind of goals, some kind of goal in life, right?
That's right. Your goal should be to be in the know.
Whatever it is you want to know, like feeding things. I don't know where that rumor started.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, you think? All right.
That's where the feet are.
So that's the first thing. Second thing is, if you want to engage us in conversation, the first way to do that is to make sure that when you place a comment in the room and you want to direct it at us, precede your comment with an @ a Gypsy's Kiss. That's one way to do it because it highlights it on the screen for us. Another way you can do that is Super Chat, which Vanna is going to tell you all about.
Oh, well, in the case of Super Chat, check out the bottom of your chat box. You should see a grayed out $. Click on that. YouTube will take you gently by the hand and walk you through the store where you can purchase any number of boxes of many colors or even cool stickers at various prices. So if you want to participate in that kind of fun, I encourage it. Otherwise, and your comment will appear in a beautiful blue box or green box or yellow or red or whatever color you choose. Alternatively, if you want to just text us, there's the number 202-815-1171. Oh, look, 3D Bronze is once again demonstrating how to do a super chat.
And quantum entanglement. Oh, no.
And you too can get a necklace like this. Oh, look, the turquoise kind of
lopsided
greened out. Screened out a little bit.
Oh, you can't see the turquoise. That's too bad.
So, yeah, you can get the clasp. See?
So,
woof.
So quantum entanglement did the Gypsy's Kiss, but he did it without the spaces. So apparently you can just put what you're supposed to do. I noticed that Christine Kenzie made a brave attempt to get it before, but it has to be the @ a space Gypsies with the apostrophe.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's the difference.
Can I do it? Hang on. GYPSY.
See, it pops up for us because we're on
So
a
it pops
computer,
up
but it doesn't always do it if you're on the phone. Yeah.
So that's what it should look like, and then it highlights it for us so we can see everything. Last but not least, hey, Colorado, Brad, we're going to be calling you in a while.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You get ready for the phone call, too.
Last but not least, if you want to text us a message, you can do that right now by texting 202-815-1171. We read those texts on the air, so make sure you're not writing something that you don't want to be shared with the community. And then finally, if you call that number because the lines are closed right now, what are you looking for?
I was looking for the thing that Corey won today. Just go show it off.
Oh,
look. Yes, you did do it right, Jeffrey Grishak. Good job.
Good job. Okay. That's what Corey won.
Corey won a prize today on the World Sand Project, and you too can win a sand picture. Not this one, because we only make one of each, and they're all original. So check out the World Sand Project on YouTube and make comments on the videos, and we give away prizes.
So next Wednesday, now I hate putting this up because it's got a beautiful
I think we already showed it, Wins.
Spot. See that hole right there?
Yeah.
That's actually green in the picture. And this is a close, polarized microscope shot of one of the grains of sand from the Little River at the Townsend Y and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And that's our giveaway next week. And as Shelley said, so it's a 4-inch by 6-inch dye sublimation print, matted and mounted. And it's the only one of the prints that we're ever going to make. So it's one of one. That's why it isn't numbered. It's unique to the person that wins it. You will never see it in anybody else's hands but yours. And then as a reminder,
unless you sell it on eBay.
Unless you sell it. Yeah. And my work is worth a whole bunch of dinero on eBay. So for this week in the Gypsy Kiss world, this is one of the streamers that Tony Henneman sent us. By the way, Tony, that box that you sent us, I was going to share it tonight, but it is voluminous, of gemstones and jewelry that you sent us was amazing.
Oh.
And you are not going to get away without getting a return. So that'll
Pirate, $10.45
for your
cents,
other
$10 for your other fetish.
Should I tell them what the other fetish is?
Drinking sambuco.
It's not a fetish.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be a good use for
That's
your
an
$10.
obsession. So this is the one that we're giving away next Wednesday in order to qualify for this print. And again, 4x6 dye sublimation, matted and mounted, identified signature down here. It's the only print of this image that will ever be made, and you own it. And to qualify, you have to make a comment on last Wednesday's video, and we'll give it away next Wednesday. How's that?
I like to drink mojitos in the summertime.
Mojitos. That's her favorite. When we go over to the Tamaya, she
In the
drinks
summertime.
mojitos.
Yeah.
So let me show you some of the stuff that Tony sent us. It's just so
Pretty.
there's a beautiful lapis stone. Now these haven't been. He says they've been sitting on the shelf. So and they're all silver, not sterling silver. So they've tarnished. I've got to clean them up, and I've got to clean each of the stones as well. A nice. Oh, you can't see it. It's an emerald
Because it's green.
because it's green. And then he sent
us a black hole.
a beautiful kind of orange garnet ruby. It's just outstanding. And these are all well-cut stones. And I don't want to say I'm an expert at this
Keyword
stuff.
says it's like watching the Home Shopping Network.
And then he sent us.
I think so too.
He sent us a bunch of stuff.
Toby
this
likes
one.
this thing.
I
show
love
these
stones.
things off.
So he sent us a topaz, an oval-shaped topaz, and he sent us another beautiful opal. This guy, Tony, knows his opals, or he knows somebody who knows his opals, because these cabs that he's had cut are just outstanding. Can you see that? Got a lot of fire in it, and how you can tell when an opal
Cookies.
has a lot of red.
We don't have
Then
no cookies.
a light amethyst, kind of a light purple amethyst.
You are getting sleepy.
You're getting sleepy. What's this one? Oh, look at this. This one.
Got any mayflies?
This may. I don't have mayflies. You know what? Mayflies don't look. I have some. Nymphs that make great photographs. But I've got I've got like Tony sent me about 20 of these streamers. So I'm going to do that. Look at the color on this beautiful citrine. Wow. Beautiful. I've got a couple of others in here. But what was really cool is, I don't know if you remember, we were having a conversation from in the chat room, and he said he was going to send me a tie tack. And he sent me this beautiful opal tie tack, which is not going to be able to do it justice because it's current. And then he knew I wanted a stone for my daughter's birthday, Toby Renee. She's a February birthday and does an amethyst, so he sent me this.
Toby loves to do show and tell.
He does like a 10 or 12 carat amethyst. So, yeah, Tony, thank you very much. I don't know what to say. And I have a return present for you, Tony. So, there we go. Okay, show and tell. I'm a big fan of gemstones. If you ever want to send the magical treasure princess some gemstones, send them, because I just love them. I don't take them away from her. I take them long enough to mount them or clean them or whatever.
He's my gemologist.
Okay, I forgot what we're doing here tonight.
We have to do emails.
Already?
Giveaway? Well, there's no giveaways on Fridays. So.
No giveaways on Fridays. Sarah says her birthstone is garnet, and she will send you a foot fetish.
What? Foot fetish picture.
I have a garnet if she has a picture. No, come on, guys. I don't want to do this. It's not my fetish.
He doesn't want your stinky feet pictures.
I do.
But for those of you who do want a stinky feet picture, Send $30
Send
to the
$30
address
and-
listed in the description box below.
And we'll
Oh, and actually, just put it
we'll
in
send
PayPal
you
because
a dye sublimation print, 4x6, full color, mounted and matted with her signature on it.
and apparently my
funny.
feet. But
And your feet?
after I get the pedicure with the $30.
I still forgot what we're doing. What am I doing? Emails.
Emails.
Okay.
Sand channel, and then you
Everybody
forgot.
gonna play it. Okay, so MTP made a new video for winners, but we don't have a giveaway tonight because we moved it to Wednesday.
We just play it now because Corey's here.
Okay, Corey, this
Corey
is for
won,
you
so he gets
because you won this
Yeah.
afternoon in the World Sand Project channel. Okay, here we go. I can't believe you snuck the butt
Everything's got to end with butt drums now.
drums. Corey, that was for you. Let's see. Do not feed the crazy birds. No, we're not going to do crazy birds tonight.
No,
They're not
we're
going to be
calling
crazy.
the people that we want to call instead.
That's right.
Huh.
We have some people that asked us to call them. They sounded sane when we spoke to them. So
We pre-screened
hoping
our
to get-
callers for tonight.
I'm hoping that we get no crazy birds, so we don't have to play the crazy birds. Let me see. What am I doing? Did I do emails? I did the video already.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
hit it.
Is this it?
Yeah.
No, this is something else. That's.
Oh,
what's
that's for
this?
Brad. So let's say Brad for last.
Okay, so 3D bronze.
Oh, okay. Wait. Wait. I have to get up his. I'm going to do a screenshot.
And how long do I need to wait?
Go. You can start reading
Oh, okay.
right now.
So the title is WSFFIBTC.
And that stands for.
We'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
This is from 3D bronze. Hello, kind hosts.
That's us.
Today, I think I'll lead with a pitch and end with a question. Special announcement, da-da-da, said in an excited Davio-like voice.
That's what he wrote, W. That's not her making it up.
Yeah. I now have the WSFFIBTC, which stands for World's Smallest Forrest Fenn Inspired Bronze Treasure Chest, available for the searching community. It's available through a company called Shapeways and can be ordered via a link on my website. It's very small, but made from real bronze and has great detail. Can be used for jewelry as it has a built-in loophole in the back that's barely noticeable. A loophole in the treasure chest.
A loophole in the
Get
treasure
it?
chest.
It comes shiny in the raw bronze form,
Look at how
but can
small
take
it
a patina naturally or by adding one on. I just got mine the other day and threw a patina on it. It is really something special. I'll send it your way along with a small surprise coin for your treasure chest. Here's my question. What kind of videos do you think are most desired by the community? I'm thinking of starting my own FenTube channel and was just looking for advice from two of the greatest. Thanks.
Well, so since everybody, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I think people like videos where you tell them where warm water's halt. Because nobody knows.
And you make a lot, and you can make a lot of them. So 3D Bron's going to start his own channel. I'm not necessarily certain he wants to make it about Forrest Fenn's Treasure. But if he were going to make a channel, what would you like to see from?
It says the community. What's most desired by the community?
So yeah, tell him what would you like to see so he can start his YouTube channel. Okay.
Tell 3D Bronze what kind of videos you want.
Do @3D Bronze and then tell him what you want. Okay, so that's a picture of the little mini bronze chest. That's without the patina. And he took his, and look at that. It's sitting on a penny. That's how tiny it is.
Yes.
Bronze, but that's with a patina added with, what is it? Sulfur of liver. I think that's what they use
Okey-dokey.
for the patina. But look at how tiny it is. It would make a pretty, it just add a chain to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
So it's got the lock, cool little lock. It's got a lot of detail in it. Wow. Very good. Oh, look, there's the 2 loopholes in the chest. So that you can tie it on a leather thong
Yeah.
and put it around your neck. 3D bronze, order one for me and I'll pay you for it and I'll give it to the MTP.
So Evelyn wants Naked and Afraid in the Fenn Treasure Zone.
Naked and
And
afraid.
Jorg wants Vikings.
Oh, Vikings. We all do Vikings. Tony gets timed out right away. Okay, 3D Bronze, thank you for that. Going back to full screen, 3dbronze.com. If you're going to buy anything from 3D Bronze, please use the link in our description box below because it's an affiliates link, and we get a significantly sized cut of every sale
We
made.
do.
No, we don't. It's a, good affiliate.
It's that penny that chest was sitting on.
No, he's better
Saving
than
it
that.
for us.
On that site, you can also order an 18 karat gold one for $1,000. Bronze one is $49, he says.
Oof.
So 18 karat gold. Wow.
Wow.
I think you need one of those.
I don't think I need one.
No?
I think I need $1,000 more than I need a piece
Oh.
of gold.
Tony said he wanted to be timed out. Okay, Sassy. Hey, you're in control, my dear, sweet Sassy. So who's moderators in the room? We got Holy, the Sassy 1962. I saw K-Pro
ES.
earlier, ES, and I didn't see
Greg or John?
John. Greg's probably working or getting ready to go to work, and John, we're gonna do an email from him in just a minute because he shared something with me
Ah.
that was very heartfelt. I thought nobody's going to get up at me, but you're going to have to put up with my idiosyncrasies. Okay. What?
I'm just reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is
well,
it-
you're supposed
you
to be
ready for the
reading
next
the
one?
emails. Yeah,
Oh, well, you're ready now then.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, as long as you're ready.
I'm ready.
Lista?
Lista?
Here is the solve from It's
Oh.
key.
It's key. It's a lady from Denver. No, not from Denver.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the solve. I'm going to give out a solve of mine a few years ago.
From a few years ago. She missed the phone.
Although it's a little strange, the facts I have are very convincing. Instead of going through the poem, I'm going to kind of jump around, so hang with me. So what if north of Santa Fe and in the Rockies meant something else? In downtown Denver, there is Santa Fe Street. If you take it north, it runs into the Rockies Stadium. After I thought of this, I was on Google Maps. That's when I noticed a street next to the Rockies Stadium called Wamweta Street. If you ask me, that sounds like warm water, but that's not all. Next to that was 17th Street. This street not only runs to the Denver Natural History Museum, it also runs into Sloan's Lake. Then
Sloan.
Eric Sloan.
Oh, well, I'll tell you a bit. Go ahead.
Then I saw Davita's Kidney Center, so maybe Forrest spent time here. Then I saw something, I don't think Davita's was around in the 80s. Then I saw something unreal. I saw a building that said Canyon Down. When I blew it up, it was actually a title company called Canyon Downtown Title. Next, I realized Molly Brown's house and the Brown Palace Hotel were both nearby. I also learned that the Brown Palace had beehives on the top of their roof. Didn't Forrest mention bee husks? Okay, I will wrap this up, but I have plenty of more things. Cadence Apartments at Union Station. Confluence Park. Ophelia's Electric Soapbox. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Water Street. Fishback Park. Magic Kingdom Island Water Park. Heavy Loads. Blaze. Denver Bronco Head-In Stadium. Zoe's Kitchen. I-25 is really called Can-Am Highway. Sounds like canyon. Anyways, you get the idea. The last thing that was interesting to me is a restaurant called the Forest Room. In the pictures of it, it shows a place where you feel like you're in the forest. River, trees, fires, and stumps. It also has a vending machine that sells old books. One of the books is Catcher in the Rye. There is also a picture of an old typewriter in the river outside. I thought that was weird. There is also a bear painted on the side of the building. Okay, I'm wrapping this up, but if you want to hear more, I have it. Love your show. My name is Key, and you can reach me, and there's a phone number.
Oh.
This says, watch Garnet's Gold trailer coming soon on YouTube by Tony Russi. Toby, Shelley, K-Pro. Oh. Have you heard of this movie? Sounds funny to me. And he sent us the link to Garnet's Gold trailer.
Okay, so this is a trailer to a documentary that that's all based in the UK. And it's the story, it apparently is going to be the story of a man who's been searching for a treasure for 20 years and literally is looking for, it's one of those life-changing things. But it was interesting to me, first of all, because the cinematography and the audio, all the elements were outstanding in terms of technical quality, and it looks like a heck of a story. And it's very personal. I want to point out, for the next 3 minutes or however, 2 minutes and 59 seconds, this has nothing to do with the Fenn Treasure. I just thought it was a great. It was a trailer for what looks like it's going to be a great film. So this would be a good time to go potty or refresh your drink of water if you have no interest. Okay.
Okay.
So okay. Okay. Say okay like that.
Okay.
Good. You're so cute.
I know.
So let's get a screenshot, and here we go.
Oh, we're staying on screen? How am I supposed to get up and go get a drink?
Hang on. Okay, wait a minute. So let me blink that. There. Well, you have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
You haven't started it yet.
Okay.
We're not supposed to be afraid of death. I am.
When he was a little boy and he was asked what he wanted to do when he grew up, he said he wanted to be either a parson or a clown.
Garnet lives with his only mother, who's not at all well, really, and he looks after her. It's a lonely existence. He's never found a soulmate, which is a tragedy.
I've probably really wasted most of my life.
He's capable of extraordinary things. He is an extraordinary person.
About 20 years ago, I visited the Highlands for the first time. In search of what, I don't know. I found something strange and mysterious that didn't mean anything to me for years and years and years. Maybe the staff is a marker to the whereabouts of the lost gold of Loch Arcade. It would be worth something in the order of £1 billion.
So Garnet starts on this journey 20 years ago, and it's been simmering in his mind ever since. What has really been going through his mind all those years?
What can you accomplish in this life? What can you prove and who to? Doing some extra preparation on the boat here.
He's one of the most exciting people that I've ever met.
My mum, she collapsed. I don't know how to cope with it really. My heart is going to be in my mouth. Finding the rock and then maybe prizing that rock away because I surmise that there's some sort of aperture behind that slab of rock and that there might be something in there. I can't wait.
This isn't just a trip on some historical quest. This is it. This is Garnet's life.
I seem to have been asleep, really. I've been waiting for something to come my way that never really has.
I had it in my bag.
But, you know, I've still got hope.
Thank you, world.
Coming soon to video on demand.
That's video on demand. So anyway, Tony Rusi sent that to me and Shelley and several other people, and I just thought it was worth playing. So there. And it looks like an outstanding thing. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you've been looking for a treasure for 20 years, you have no friends, you don't have a significant other, and you spend most of your time wasted on what look like Guinness Light, stop now when you have a chance, 'cause that's how we're all going to end up. Anyway,
So it's a cautionary tale. Huh?
It was beautifully shot, well edited, and the techniques that were used were outstanding techniques for a documentary. I hope everybody else's documentary turns out as well as that one. So, Tony, thanks for that. I don't often have much to thank you for, Tony, but I will thank you for that one. I'm just teasing, Tony. No, I'm not. Just saying. Okay. Was that you?
No, I didn't do anything.
All right.
What are you blaming me for?
I don't know. So
I was drinking water.
I think, why don't you say hi to the room?
Hi.
And then hi to the room. Hi.
Hi, room.
Hi there. And
Hello.
and then we'll call.
Hello, lights. Hello, clock.
And then
Hello, curtains.
and then we'll call Brad and Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Greg Keller's in the room. You know what he says?
What's he saying?
Hoot hoot.
He's a hoot.
He's a hoot.
Aren't we all a hoot?
So
We're all hooters.
You're all. We have a bunch of nice hooters in the room.
But that's not
Oh,
Toby's
damn
fetish.
it. Somebody just sent me a foot picture. Oh, look. It's a foot picture of somebody in the sand. So it's like a world
Oh, boy.
sand project.
World Sand Project foot fetish picture.
You guess who this is? World Sand Project foot fetish picture. JK, love you both so much. P.S. My mailing address is for future prize reference. So give me her address.
Oh, it's Sarah.
Yeah.
All righty. We're going to say hello. We have a hello video, don't we?
We indeed do have a. Sassy timed me out for talking about body parts.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I guess it's my turn to talk. Oh,
All right, go.
wait a minute. I got chocolate on my fingers. Okay, so hello, room, and especially all of our friends, including GoPro Flat Earth UK Darb
Wow.
in the UK, Doug Carver, Zozo Rocks, Colorado, K-Pro, William, Because I Can, The Sassy, The Legendary Dances with Ghosts, Captain Marvel, Tony Rusi, Corey Jacobs, Not Important, DB Cooper,
There's somebody named Not Important.
yeah, Hooley, Williams here, Swami, Davio 22,
Hi, Davio.
Glenna Friedman, Jack is here.
Jack, right? Why is so? He said, "Why highlight us if they're just going to ignore you?"
I don't know
We
what that
don't
means.
ignore you, Jack. Tony Rusi.
Yes, Jack, we have you for January, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even have a rooster roster yet.
No, we do. It's over here
Oh,
somewhere,
Toby took it.
as usual.
Christine Kenzie is listening.
That's good. Listening is good.
Stacy Harwood. Gadelcon's here. I don't think you're on the do not call list. Oh, you mean you don't want people to call you? I don't know what that means. Mr. T, Brian Eagle, MJ Inzer, I said Brian Eagle. Tim Molina.
Are you just going to do a bunch of
Take
sound
her
effects?
easy. Slow ride. Keyword is here.
William Hada. Does he sell a hand grenade pen? I hope not.
Gallatin Ghost. Evelyn Curry. York Monin. Tony Russo was timed out for some reason. Craig Carter.
You freaked out.
Silver Fox. Christy Fiorello. Violet Mercury. Hey. Violet Mercury has been watching my New Year challenge videos.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's
should
kind of a mellow
you.
soul. Hold it. You've got hair stuck to your microphone thing. Let me just brush it out. There you go. Go ahead. Sorry. That didn't look. Was that
So
good?
should you watch my channel and see my New Year challenge. I have a new live video every morning at 9 o'clock. thesofterside.live. Somebody sending you messages there. Did you say William Hada? It's more feet.
It's even
Oh, it's a
worse. It's an
hand.
imitation foot.
Oh, it's a dog's foot.
It's a dog's foot on Too Far to Walk, no less. You guys are nuts.
It's a dog's foot.
So Miss Lisa says, "Hi, Princess."
Hi. Pinto Sykes.
You guys got to see
He
this
says you could put one of those on a toe ring. I guess one of the
one.
gems.
Oh,
ES is here. Alan K. Silver Fox. K Pro. Boxhound.
can you see that? Somebody sent me a picture of a foot on Too Far to Walk. It's a dog's foot.
So it's a paw.
A paw. I don't have a paw kink fetish.
A paw for grandpa.
yeah.
3D bronze.
You guys are nuts. Oh, damn it.
Uh-oh.
I
I'm
lost
going to
the
get timed out again.
I lost the audio connection for the phone.
Oh, I'll get it after I'm done. Hang on.
Now I can go.
Miss Lisa's here. I can go. Doug Carver. And Karen R. Karen R is the new name. Okay, Larry.
Oh, Greg Keller wants a pitch on the
haven't
member
seen you
vault.
in a long
So we'll
time.
do that at
Okay,
the end
Larry.
of saying hi.
Greg Keller does. All right. Awesome. Keyword. Tony Russi is back from his self-imposed
Timeout.
timeout, I guess.
K-Pro's defending us for something I can't see what it is. It's only for fun.
What,
First
the
time
feet
watching.
picture?
Are you two a couple? Explain to Tom what we are.
No.
No.
I'm the princess and he's the gemologist.
Shelley is happily married. I'm happily single. Shelley is happily married to my
I'm
good
married.
friend.
35 years to my husband, Kevin. Everybody knows Kevin.
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 And he's my friend, and I'm happily single. Have been
And
so
we,
since
we do take vacations together.
we do
'cause,
take vacations.
You
together.
know,
yeah.
Toby makes it fun. We talk more, and there's stuff to do.
When she says together, she means the three of us together, not the two of us together. The three
Oh, yeah, well, and sometimes he and Kevin will do stuff, and sometimes, yeah,
a happy little threesome.
we're friends.
We're friends, and I'm happily
Paul
single.
Wood is
Have
here.
been so since
Imagination of Innocence.
since 2004, and planning to stay that way. Let's see. Oh, 3SIO says Toby came. Oh, Tony, he called him Toby. Come out of the closet and admit your watch fetish. I do have kind of a watch fetish.
Well, but it's not sexual. It's just
It's
he
not-
likes watches.
It's just no.
Colorado. Stuccaroni. Stuck Aroni. The San
Greg Keller says,
Francisco treat.
ménage à not toi.
Jan Kerr, Brett S. Greg Keller.
Ménage. It's still not spelled correctly.
Tom Moroni.
Toby
Moroni?
needs bear spray.
Just personal. I mean, just curious.
No,
it's no
Alan
big deal.
K. I more
No
than like
biggie.
watches. I love watches. They're my favorite piece of jewelry.
Stuart Jones.
They're my only piece of jewelry.
Single is the way to go, says Stuart.
Single, I was married for what?
We got a
30
3D bronzer again.
Dang, 3D
Two's
bronze.
a couple, three's a gypsy caravan.
I was married for 31 years total. So I thought I did pretty good.
31.
Yeah, let me see.
Not many?
Yeah,
Ah.
3 different women.
Laura
but
Dunlap,
it was a total
hello.
of 31 years.
Reynaldo Vasquez.
Mesquite.
Vasquez.
Mesquite.
Vasquez. That's all I got. What were we? Oh, I was going to pick
Sir,
up
it
that.
says,
Did you get it?
What?
The pluggy for the phone.
No, it's over on this side. You're going to have to go around this side. It's the one to...
show another one of those trailers while I'm gone?
Which trailer? Oh, I can't. I've got another one to show you, but I haven't gotten permission yet. So, and I don't want to lose my. I don't want to get my. Is it clear in terms of hanging on stuff? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, I did. Yay us for having you back.
Yay, everybody.
All right. I think, we need to do this Brad thing. So let's
Do
call
the
Brad.
Brad thing.
Well, okay, wait. Let me
Colorado,
read everything
Rocky Mountain.
first. So I've got a page called Sarah and Brad's Treasure. All right. So
Ooh.
for those of you that know Brad, he is happily married to Sarah. They live in Pagosa Springs, and he's a collector.
A collector? What's he collect?
I don't know. I just got
Feet
another
pictures?
foot fetish. Somebody sent me a foot fetish. It's a 12-inch ruler. I don't know what.
You guys are a hoot.
I don't know what they would do if I told them what my fetish was. No,
Don't tell them that.
Oh,
They'll hold it over your head.
forever. Mm-hmm. Get it? You'll hold it over my head for. So this is from Brad. Let's see. Good day, Toby and Treasure Princess Shelley. I'm writing this to you tonight in the midst of a snowstorm regarding our discussion about hiding a treasure chest somewhere in the mountains for the search community to find. I have gathered a few items. We have some gems that we could add to that collection. No. As in the French, no.
I know.
I have gathered a few items that might go into the chest. Oh, here, read this. I suck at that.
Now the treasure princess will do it correctly. Springtime Treasure Project, 1 of 3. From Brad. Good day, Toby and Treasure Princess Shelley. Da, da, da. I'm writing this to you tonight in the midst of a snowstorm. Regarding our discussions about hiding a treasure chest somewhere in the mountains for the search community to find, I have gathered a few items that might go into the chest. Since we have not discussed the size of the chest that you have chosen, I think I can bring that one back. that
Yeah,
you gave
we
me.
do have one. So the
Pretty
size,
danged heavy, though.
it is, but that's kind of makes it what's neat about it. So what is it about? 10 by 8,
Something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
We have a brass treasure chest that we'll donate.
It's very heavy.
Yeah, and it would last for a long.
And you
long
probably
time.
have to, tie a rope around it so it doesn't
Yeah.
flop open because it's not a locking one. Anyway, so it may be necessary to pare it down a bit. However, if there is room, I may have a few more things to include before the chest is actually hidden. Attached, you will find some pictures of the items. I am sorry in advance for the poor quality, as I only had an old digital camera to take them with. I have to send a couple different emails due to the large size of the files. Feel free to share on the show, and also feel free to call me if you have any questions. Regards.
Ta-da!
The first pick is of the elk hide medicine bag that everything is kept in.
Oh gosh, I didn't organize them quite in that way, but
Well, I think we know
you
it.
just tell me which ones. So that's the elk
Hide medicine bag.
Medicine bag. Okay. What else we got?
A small vial of gold panned right here in Colorado by Colorado.
Why? It isn't that bad a photo. Oh, it is. Okay. So a small vial of gold. It looks like it's, sometimes they put them in mineral
Suspended in oil.
Mineral? Yeah.
Number 3, a few old foreign coins.
Right here.
Number 4, one old Chinese coin and another old Asian coin.
There.
Yep. 1940s era knee-high soda bottle caps.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And number 7.
Oh, knee-high made more than great.
Number 6 and number 7.
6 and 7.
Circa 1950 good luck bronze token, obverse and reverse.
That's this one. Well, let's see. Circa 1950. So that's only one side. So that's got to be this one. So that's, oh, you know what that is? That's the Taos Pueblo one. So there's the three cultures. Anglo, Hispanic, and Native American, all dominated by,
You mean Spanish?
what did I say?
Hispanic.
Oh,
People from
that's right.
Hispaniola.
Yeah. And that's the other side. Taos, New Mexico,
65.
350th anniversary
Wow.
from 1615.
Very cool. Okay.
Go ahead.
Email number 2 says, also we have a 1943 steel Lincoln cents.
Wow. Hang on, let me see. I got it. Steel. Oh, I don't have
I
that
think
picture.
it's 50. Oh, no, that's 2 Kennedy half dollars. It's this one.
Oh, right there.
Steel pennies.
Steel pennies from World War II because they couldn't afford, well, they had to use the copper for making ammunition.
1950s era jacks made of metal, most likely pot metal.
Yep, right there. And with colors.
Jacks.
Did you
Oh,
ever play
2
two-
Kennedy half dollars.
I got those. Hang on. Those can be jacks too.
That's what I was thinking.
2 Kennedy half
Jack
dollars.
Kennedy.
You know what I have? That crisp $2 bill that I've had forever and don't know what to do with.
Okay.
We're going to add
it's
that. I've got a bunch of ideas
currency.
for
You could
this.
spend it if you wanted, but yeah. Very nice Indian arrowhead, also known as a point.
Right there.
4 Eisenhower dollars.
Right there.
JFK and Jackie silver rounds.
Right there.
Oh, cool.
That doesn't do her justice.
Yeah, well, making people in metal is
Yeah.
tricky.
Hard.
Number 1 and number 2 on this page. The reverse and obverse. Oh, that's, you already showed the Taos tokens.
Well, then what was I missing on the reverse and obverse of the other? Because there's one other kind of brassy bronze thing.
It just said token.
Oh, look at this.
1950 good luck bronze token is what
That's
it was.
a-
That's good luck.
So it's got a wishbone, what's that?
A feather?
A horseshoe,
Or maybe a rabbit's foot.
an elephant, a rabbit's foot. Very good. Elephant, 4-leaf clover, lock and key, and that is not a Nazi swastika.
A
That's
Zia.
a native. No, it's the Native American. It's reversed. The things. That's how you make the distinction. They're pointing in different directions. Okay, what else?
Let's see. You already showed the Taos thingies. The side image and front image of a bill holder, gold-plated with the 1906 Indian head cent.
I didn't get the second picture. Is the second picture in there? That's not. But that's it. That's a bill holder. So we need to see. Let me see if we got. Oh, there it is. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
And silver Washington quarters, 4
Right
of
there.
them, 90% silver. And a copper ring with some kind of stones in it. At least I believe it to be copper.
They look like diamonds, but if I clean it, I can tell more. I'll put in the ultrasound. I mean, ultrasonic. What else?
That's it.
All right, let's call him.
Oh, you want to be us on screen now?
Yeah.
There we are. Did you miss me?
Okay, Brad, we're calling right now.
MJ Inzer, it wasn't a coin, it was a token with the eye on it. The good luck token.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola.
Buen dia. This is Brad Colorado.
Hi, Brad Colorado. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. How is Sarah?
She is wonderful. She's cooking some chicken wings.
Oh, nice.
Pedicure?
And a pet. Don't with the punches. It's gonna create a monster. So, what's the plan for this stuff? We've got some stuff. We've got some gemstones. We've got some searcher coins. We've got some of 3D bronzes. At least one of 3D bronzes boxes. What was the other thing that I wanted to add to it? There's some other things. Lots of sand. We've got some sand that we can add to it. No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
And we've got a brass treasure chest that I bought when I was doing searching with the infrared thing, with the infrared camera. Oh,
Yeah.
we can add. You want to add this? Mm-hmm. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Shelley
If
wants
that's okay with you.
it's okay with me. So, you can't see it. So this is a turquoise.
Turquoise.
I don't even know where that word comes from. This is a turquoise necklace with a 3D bronze treasure box latch on it. We'll add that to the collection. And you know what we can add? All those necklaces that who was it gave us? Was it Silver Fox gave us?
No, but I know what you mean. But
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So we have a bunch of necklaces that somebody gave us at Fenndango to do something with. And so we've got a lot more stuff. And like I said, we have the brass chest to put it in.
Yeah.
So
And so since I sent you that email, that was actually prior to Christmas that I sent that.
yeah.
I've actually got a couple more items that will be included into the booty.
Yeah. The
One of them
booty.
I just acquired 2 days ago. It's a 90% silver 2010 Washington quarter proof quarter of Yellowstone National Park, of the National Park Quarter Series released by the U.S. Mint.
So
And
2010,
that'll be
but you
included
said it
in
was all silver? Did I hear you say that?
90% silver proof quarter,
Wow.
2010 Yellowstone National Park quarter.
Well, you know
That'll
what?
be included in it.
You know what I can add to that is Tony. One of the things that started this whole thing is Tony was going to send me a tie tack. Because, because he knows I wear ties, and he sent me 2 of them. So we'll take one of those, and it's an opal. We'll take one of the tie tacks and put it in there. And then the other thing was I had asked him for an amethyst for my daughter Toby Renee's birthday, and he did send an amethyst pendant, which is very nice. It's the purple colored pendant, but he also sent me it looks like about an 8 to 10 carat amethyst stone in a standard size, so I can actually have that one mounted. We could put the other one in the treasure chest. So some of these gemstones will go in the treasure chest as well.
Nice.
I
Awesome.
thought that bigger one was from J.K.
No,
Pioneer.
that's the
No?
that's the one I'm working on the setting, and that's so it's in the other room.
Oh,
The other
okay.
room. That's more-
So maybe it might be beneficial if everybody kind of gets up to speed on this,
okay.
of why or maybe a backstory of what's going on here.
Go ahead.
So Sarah and I attended Fenndango this last summer, July, in Santa Fe, and Silver Fox in the room. He knows very well about this, but Toby and Shelley had a searcher coin that they secreted in the area around Fenndango, and gave a kind of a clue list of which way to go and how to find this searcher coin. And Silver Fox beat us to it by a few minutes in the rain and the cold and the wind, and beat us to it, got the silver coin or the searcher coin, and Silver Fox left a second prize finder's fee behind that Sarah and I found, which was it ended up being, it looked like a tensioner bolt off of a Datsun pickup for an alternator.
Right.
But we found it. So it kind of gave us a rise. All right, well, let's keep this going, and we'll we'll make our own little treasure chest for somebody else to find. And Toby and Shelley were generous enough to help us on this, and so we want to come up with a little treasure chest for other people to find, and we haven't yet decided when or where to hide it or secret it, but we want other people to enjoy the fun. So we've come up with these other items, and Toby and Shelley have their own items to put in this chest. And we're going to allow other people to enjoy the fun of finding these other things while they're out looking for Fenn's treasure. So that's where this all came from. I just want everybody to kind of get up to speed on this.
That was fair. So a couple of things that everybody should know. When Sarah and Brad found the tensioning bolt, they actually left another treasure in exactly the same location that everything else had been. And I can assure you, it's not just another tensioner bolt.
Okay.
So we haven't told anybody about it. We'd like to reserve that for Fenndango, and we can use exactly the same set of instructions to go find it that Shelley has already written. This one I don't think can go in the same place. It certainly can't fit in the same location because that was as Brad knows, it was pretty small. But we were leaving just kind of fun things there. So we do know, Brad, at this point that they're starting to plan for a Fenndango 2020. So maybe we could tie it in with there. You guys could come down a day early, stay with me at my place. We could put the treasure chest together and then go up to the Fenndango location and hide it someplace in the park there. What do you think about that?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay, let's plan on that. We'll keep collecting things. If anybody would like to send us something that they think would be interesting to add to the chest, 3D bronze, I'd even be willing to pay for a couple of things. If you have some pieces that you'd like to add to the chest, we can put them in there. If anybody has, anything of any interest or value that they'd like to add to it,
anything that has a story is good.
Yeah, where the story, that's what you like with these pieces, that they have a story. So Brad has put together a nice little collection of things, and we're going to add to it with both gemstones and other jewelry. And I've got a couple of other things that I can add, a couple of arrowheads, things like that. But if you have anything that you'd like to add, you can send it to the address in the description box below, and we'll make sure that when it goes into the box, you'll get credit for, who will put it in a plastic bag and put a little note as to where it came from. And then we'll give it away at Fenndango. Now, that means if you're not at Fenndango, of course, you're not going to be able to find it. But if nobody finds it at Fenndango, that means it'll still be out there. So... William, I can't give you any additional information about Fenndango yet because it hasn't been released to the public. I can tell you that they're trying to plan it around the July 4th holiday, but it falls on a weekend, and so there may be some difficulties there. But there is a Fennbury responsible person, and they are planning it, and they've asked us and several, Christy and Mike, and several others to help them with the promotion and marketing.
As soon as we know anything
Yeah.
positive and in stone, written in stone, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
We don't want to give you out information that's up in the air and have it change on you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's as much information as I can provide you right now because we are not in charge and we have a limited amount of information that will change, I'm certain, before it gets to the final place. But I can tell you that the planning is in process and that they're targeting that early July timeframe. Okay? All right, Brad, thank you very much for this idea.
Who's planning it?
Pardon me?
Holly wants to know if we know who's planning it.
We do know, but we do know who's planning it, but they haven't actually said it was okay. I'll find that out before next Wednesday's show, and we'll see how much they want to release at this point. Okay, so we do know we're on their mailing list along with several other YouTubers. I know Dale Neitzel's on it. Stephanie was on it, so all she's looking for give away a hint there, huh? All she's looking for right now is for people to agree to help promote it, and of course we agreed to do that. So as soon as we find out anything, we'll let you guys know. Okay, we promise. Brad, Sarah, we love you. Thank you very much for this idea, and we'll make plans so that a couple of days before Fennbury is planned, you guys come down. You'll stay at my place. We can have some fun and put this box together and then figure out where we want to hide it. It doesn't have to be at Fennbury. There's nothing that prevents us from hiding it any place in, northern New Mexico or even southern Colorado as you guys head back up there. So we'll work on it in the process, and we'll continue to collect some additional content for that box. And we got a great treasure chest.
And yeah, I think this is going to be great for the community. And I'll tell you one thing. When Sarah and I went to Fennbury, we've never been to any kind of gathering or anything like that. First of all, we've been in this thing since. I lived in Portales, New Mexico, for 17 years, and I heard about this chase as soon as it was publicized on KOA TV. And I've been pursuing it ever since. But until we moved to Colorado, that's when we really started pursuing it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But when we went to Fennbury, the people there were so genuine. It changed everything. The people there are so real and so nice, and it changed the way. The only thing you get outside of face-to-face contact is, blogs and YouTube videos and chat rooms and stuff. But when you get to meet these people, they are so nice and so real. It changed everything for us. And I encourage anybody that can attend, if we're going to have it again, please come. It's so fantastic. The people there are so real. It's just an unbelievable experience that we had down there, and it changed us both forever with this whole community.
Well, I think we feel the same way because what we discovered, and we've been to others, but what you will discover is that when you start meeting the people whose names you see in the chat room and whose commentary, and you meet them in IRL, real life, they're personable and they're friendly and they're funny and all the things that you miss. And that is not to imply they're misleading you in a chat room. It's just that you don't get the benefit of that contact, of that personal contact. And it's really amazing when you meet them because, A, they're all as crazy as you are about this treasure hunt. and B, it's just kind of fun because the conversation, you know how a lot of us are at the stage where nobody that's around us wants to hear anything else about this treasure hunt. Well, everybody at Fenndango wants to talk treasure hunt to the extent by the time you leave, you just don't want to talk treasure hunt for about 3 days afterwards because that's all you do. But it's a lot of fun, and I strongly recommend as we get the promotions out there for it, make your reservations early if you're going to plan to stay in the campgrounds. Make your reservations early if you're just going to stay in a hotel and ride up and down. But I know there's a planning effort going on. I know that it's in the first week of July or so that's targeted, and I know they're moving forward with it. And the person that's responsible, I know, is the kind of person that can get this done. Okay, Brad and Sarah, again. Go ahead.
Couple things real quick.
Yeah.
First of all, sí tengo toallas, which means yes, I have towels.
Yeah, sí tengo toallas. Yeah.
Second, Sarah said that the picture that she sent earlier in the text message wasn't her feet, but it was mine.
The paw? You have paw feet?
Paw one.
And Rio de los Pinos.
Oh, I'm about out
To
here.
that we'll drink.
Yay.
All right, you guys. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
We look forward to it. Thanks for calling. Thanks for putting this all together.
You bet.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Brad and Sarah Kinsey, where are we on the whole Gypsy Kiss show programming thing?
What are you talking about?
Where are we? What's next?
Oh, well, we started calls. Do you have texts?
I have a couple of texts, so let me play my text time. All right, let's take it from the top. So, hello again. It's John York. I look forward to your call tonight as we discuss round 2. Thanks to. Is that the guy that had the numbers page and he wanted to tell us more?
He was in his car.
Do me a
first.
favor.
Yeah.
Where's that sheet of numbers that you had?
This one that you stapled to Brad's email.
Okay. So put down that number right there. I'm not going to say it because that wouldn't be good on the
Well, yeah, that'd be
live stream.
bad.
Yeah.
His name's John.
John York. He's the one from New York
New York.
with the Arkansas accent.
Right.
Okay, got it. So we'll call him when we start doing call outs. Sarah's foot fetish thing. So go. Dog paw.
Dog paw.
Dog paw.
A ruler that was
Rio
a
de
foot
los
long.
Pinos.
I need to get more
Text message.
water.
You want to go get it first and then we'll
You can read text messages while I'm walking.
add some club soda to that for me.
Wait a minute. Who's the princess and who's the administrative assistant here?
Thank you. Club soda. Yes, please. Actually, just add the just water will do. Thank you. The magical treasure princess. Okay, so we got a Rio de los Pinos to do. Aerial fish trail in Kerwin, Wyoming. Okay. You know what, guys? If you want to send me photographs, so there's a couple of things. If you're sending me a text messages, you cannot drink to Rio de los Pinos with water. It has to be booze. You know what? I almost agree with you on that one, Jack. If you want to send photographs, it would be better if you sent them to the email address at gypsieskiss@gmail.com. When I get them on here, I can't share them with anyone. Secondly, if you're sending me a text message, please include your first name, at least your first name, and your the state from which you are texting, and don't include I see your phone number anyway. So okay, your name and the text from which are you.
Phone number and I raise you.
Somebody sent me another foot fetish. It's a 12-inch ruler. Okay, you guys are a riot.
Clever.
What's this? This is Avengers Endgame theme. What is that? Hello. Here's a clue to Fenn's blue shirts. The chart is made on blue graph. The red is Marvel. Registered Dillard Denton out of Louisiana. Dillard Denton out of Louisiana. Dillard, do me a favor. Redo that whole package that you just sent me. I know it's going to be a lot, but send it to a gypsyskiss@gmail.com so I can share it with the folks. All right. Forrest has said, this is from area code 425, Runyon from Seattle. Forrest has said the chest is not hidden in a very close proximity to a trail. He has also said, generally speaking, there are places where one should stay on established trail. Yellowstone is one of them. This makes it very clear to me that it is not in Yellowstone. I think I'm just going to agree with that, Runyon. Paul from Portland, has Forrest mentioned the number 800 before? 800. Forrest has mentioned, what are the most common ones? 50, 100, 500, 1,000, lots of 3s, 6s, and 9s. I don't think I've ever heard 800.
Oz Tesh says, ask Toby, what would he think, what would happen if the first clue was revealed?
That's so hypothetical.
Well, I would have to say at least 60% of the people would not believe it. They would say, no, that's wrong.
No, don't know what you're talking about.
Probably another 30% would be excited about it and think there was something to it. And the rest of the people would be like going off in other rabbit holes with it, because that's pretty much what people do.
Yeah. There might actually be, if Forrest Fenn released what he believed to be the first clue, a good percentage of the searchers would say, oh, he really means this. That would be part of it. And then the rest would go like, he's just trying to mislead us or something like that. It would be fun. I think it'd be interesting. The likelihood of it happening is, I can't do this because I can't get my 0 on this side and none on the other side.
Dancing
I just
fingers.
checked the thrill of the chase, and the number 800 is not used
Ka-ching.
in the thrill of the chase from Pirate.
Toby, this will help you foot the bill.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pirate Frank.
Okay, that's it for text messages. Let me see if I got any voicemails. I don't think I have any voicemails. Oh, that's scary. What the?
Eric is learning how to make buckskin and flint knap.
Eric Schmidt, our Eric?
Uh-huh. That's what he said.
Wow.
See you at Fenndango, says Colorado.
Eric, who was that guy that we saw? Was that Colorado? Was that the last Rio de los Pinos recon? Where we met that guy that was flint napping, and I bought that. Where is that?
Yeah, that's something else you said you were going to include in the chest.
You know
I
what?
don't know if it's going to make it or not, because it's
It
kinda
does. We don't know if
fragile.
it's fit. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. It doesn't include his phone number. That's good.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Florida. I have a
it's
question
Dennis.
about the line of, I give you title to the gold. I know there's been a lot said about the legality, but my question is about just saying gold. What about the other stuff? My number is, I guess you have it. Call me back if you're interested.
Oh, no,
Thank you. Goodbye.
It's like, wait, don't
He
say
said,
your number.
my number is listed up and over. Yeah, don't say your number if you're leaving a voicemail. Okay. From Florida. Okay, that is from the lady I spoke to this afternoon. We don't want to do that. That is from the lady I spoke to this afternoone. Okay, we've got a pretty cool interview coming up for you next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Interview.
All right, which one do you want to call first? Amanda, Dennis, or so John's kind of, let's do it in this order. Okay.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know.
You're in charge of the
'Cause
phone.
We're partners.
But you're in charge of the phone.
Because we.
It's like you had the remote in your hand and you're like, okay, what should I change it to? It's like, I don't care. Change whatever. You've got the remote.
I've got the remote.
Well, it's
Okay.
your house.
Good point. All right, Amanda, if you're watching, we're going to call you like we promised. Notice how
Sarah Kinzer, have you made that YouTube channel yet? That rock stacking channel?
Sarah Kinzer.
Maybe you should include feet pictures with the rocks. Maybe that'll do something for you.
Hi, this is Amanda.
Amanda, this is Toby and Shelley with Gypsy Kiss. We are returning your call.
On the air.
Hi,
And now you are on the air, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, all right. You said you wanted to talk about your theory.
Well, I have my main solve is Kerwin, Wyoming, but I do have a solve for the highway that Forrest got dropped off at when he was a boy, because it kind of fits there too. So that story that when Forrest, the long ride home, at first I thought that was just a huge math problem.
Right.
Because he's talking, 20 miles an hour,
right.
For so long, for 50 miles and so forth. But everything, I think there's more than one solve.
So, just out of curiosity, how have you concluded that road? You said it's about the road. How do you know which road it is?
How do I know which road it is? Because Forrest mentions that on the way in his story on the long ride home, he mentions that he was dropped off somewhere between Shoshone, Wyoming and Casper, Wyoming.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
that's the Highway 20.
Yeah.
But see, now when Forrest was a boy, that highway went a little different way than it does now.
Well, yeah, it also wasn't an interstate, right?
It was a highway then.
Yeah.
But see, yeah, it's just changed. The highway's changed just a bit.
Yeah.
So it used to run a different way. But, it all fits there. For Thermopolis, you've got Shoshone, home of Brown. You've got Hell's Half Acre out there. And there's more. Moneta, okay, means money. And 20 miles in, that's Moneta. You've got Armento, which the clue is there for that. So, see, the thing is my solve, if it's the highway, is that Forrest gives you the chest. Okay, that it's not. You also too, the story fits because, Old Dump Road is out there, and he told us in the story that they had to stop at dumps. Now, Old Dump Road, I've not been out there to see if Old Dump Road, if it really has a dump out there or what's left. Not to Old Dump Road, but you've got Redwall right up there, which is could be the Blaze. You've got Armintu, which it's written right on the boy's arm. Arm into. You're it. It says you're it right on the boy's arm. That's an arm. You've got the mouse and the cheese and the superhero. Marvel Gaze. See Tari Scant and a Marvel Gaze. The road was tarred back then. It wasn't like it is now. That's the Tari Scant and the Marvel Gaze he's talking about.
So may I say a couple of things?
Sure.
So I want to get back to something you said. It's Forrest that's going to hand you the treasure, give you the treasure? What?
I believe that only because Forrest told us so in the poem.
So
he told us to follow.
Do you believe? So let's go back to I'm just going back to basics. Do you believe Forrest Fenn assembled a treasure of great value in a chest that's 10 by 10 by 5? Do you believe that?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Do you believe that Forrest Fenn hid that same treasure somewhere in the mountains north of Santa Fe, to include the Rocky Mountains all the way up to Canada?
Yes.
Right. And do you believe that the poem he wrote in the book, The Thrill of the Chase, tells you how to find that treasure?
Yes.
Okay. So when you said Forrest hands you the treasure, what did you didn't mean?
Okay, that's just on this solve. The only reason why I believe that is that because last night. Okay, it says
Wait. Let me. I'm trying to just get some clarity here. So
sure.
In this theory that you're presenting, you said Forrest hands you the treasure. Are you implying that's a physical act? Forrest Fenn hands you, the finder, the treasure?
I see what you're saying. Excuse me. I see what you're saying. That part's unclear. Okay, but the last line of the poem says, "I give you title to the gold." I mean, I can go down through the solve to where that one is.
Okay.
That
all right.
I give you title to the gold. Only on this one, because this is the reason I think that is because I've been to Kerwin. The solve is for Kerwin. but the solves also for other places right below Lander, the home of Brown. I mean, the home of Brown, Wind River Indian Reservation, looks just like a brown home on the map.
Right.
There is more than one solve to this poem. So that's a theory I just thought of last night and I've been going with today. So it's very new for me.
Okay. So
but this highway is not new.
Okay. So let's get back to a couple of things that might help you. You brought up the Tari scant. In a recent interview that was conducted by the Voice of America, the woman who was conducting the interview brought up that same point, that there were searchers that were using the concept of tar, as in Tari scant, to be able to populate their theory, right?
Correct.
And Fenn, in that audio recording, Fenn corrects her, and he says, no, it's Tari scant. You have the treasure in your hand. Get out of there. What he was telling her is that it means exactly the way it's written, Tari scant rather than Tari scant. Okay, just wanted to make you aware of that.
Okay, that part, that I did. Thank you very, very, very
so
much. So then the road's out. It's Kerwin.
It probably true. So if you're using that, it may not be out necessarily, but if indeed you're using that comment as Tari scant, then it likely is not a fit. The second thing that I want to make sure of as you're describing this, we have, and I'm actually going to make a video on this coming up, so this is kind of a preface to that. We don't have a lot of facts in this treasure hunt. We have to deal with a lot of interpretation, but there are certain things that you can claim as fact, and I'm going to tell them to you, and I want to make sure that we agree on that. So first of all, do we agree that there are 9 clues in the poem?
Yes.
Do we agree?
Forrest said so.
Right. And that's what I mean by facts. These are things that he said, right? Do we agree on the fact that Forrest has said the first clue is begin at where warm waters halt?
Correct.
And the last clue is look quickly down your quest to cease.
Say that one more time, please.
The first clue is begin at where warm waters halt, and the last clue is look quickly down your quest to cease.
Yes.
Okay. And that there's 9 clues in between those.
On the last clue, I'm unsure of that. I did not put that in my brain as fact, though. I will admit that.
All right. In that same, so I'm going to strongly recommend.
We know that is fact.
Yeah. That's,
okay.
I will strongly recommend that you go back to that Voice of America interview, and it's in 3 segments on Dale Neitzel's website, and you will find in that conversation he established the last clue in the poem.
Okay.
By his own words.
Thank you. That's good for me.
Right.
Well, it still fits for Kerwin then. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. I just wanted to make you aware that there's some things that there's very little that we have to deal with as fact in this treasure hunt. Where the 9 clues are, what they are, things like that. Those are things that he's transformed into fact.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I've been
close.
up on the
I
facts.
mean, they're his words, but they're as close as we get to facts.
Okay, that one I did not know.
Yeah.
So I haven't been.
So 2 of the things that you've missed, it sounds like, are related to that last interview with the Voice of America. So strongly recommend you go listen to that interview.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you for the call, and we look forward to hearing of your how your theories develop.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Have a good evening, Amanda.
Bye.
Bye now. Okay, that's Amanda. We have to call Dennis. Dennis, we're calling you now. He's the one with a question about title to the gold. 352-232. Son of a biscuit, I just did it again.
Why do you say things out loud?
I don't know. Hi, Chihuahuas.
Really?
Yeah, Chihuahuas is actually old traditional Spanish.
I see.
I'm going to have to start this conversation by apologizing to the gentleman.
Yeah, well.
Hi, Shelley and Toby.
Hi, Dennis. So you know it's us calling?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so first...
That number's unique.
Yeah, so before we start the conversation, I owe you an apology for having read your number out loud last week and at least part of your number this week. I will correct it by covering it up, and I'm sorry.
I wanted to tell you about that.
Yeah.
I got 28 marriage proposals.
Oh, good. Good, as long as it's positive. How did your wife feel about that?
We've married for 47 years, and I'm 77 years old. So she wasn't happy, but I gave them your phone number.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's where all the foot pictures are coming from, I imagine.
Yeah.
All right, so you had a question about the structure in the poem.
Yeah, I have. I didn't go into all the detail about it. Let's look at the poem, and I'm not going to go over the poem, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs. Each 4 lines in each paragraph. So in the bottom, the last line on the 5th paragraph says, "Just take the chest and go in peace."
Yeah.
The last line at the bottom of the last poem says, "I give you title to the gold."
Right.
And in between, there's more information.
Right.
After you have the chest, why do you need to know to be brave? Your effort will be worth the coal, and if you're brave and in the wood. Why? I mean, it's
all right.
It almost sounds like there's 2 different places and 2 different things, because one's a chest and one is gold.
Right. So I think those are perfectly reasonable questions. Let me ask you a couple of questions before I respond to them. Number one, what did you do for your living in life before you've retired comfortably to Florida?
I was a computer nerd.
Oh.
I was a certified systems engineer.
Yeah.
I was a Vietnam veteran, and I was drafted. I was a professional bowler. I signed to become a professional bowler, and right after that, I was drafted. And I spent a year in Vietnam.
And what unit did you serve with?
I was in a direct support unit. I believe it was the one on, 50 years ago. I can't even remember the name of it. I think it's 109. I was in Long Binh.
Long Binh, yeah, a nice area. Yeah.
But there was nothing there when I was there.
Right. It's developed very nicely now, but so has most of Vietnam.
Yeah,
all right.
Very quickly too.
So here's I'm going to give you our opinion on this matter.
Yeah.
And it's based on not only the research that we've done, but with attorneys that we've spoken to. So part of what we tell you is based on those conversations, but part of what we tell you is based on our opinion. So you can take it or leave it, okay? So let's go back, and you mentioned the 6 stanzas. We believe that stanzas number 1 and number 5 and number 6 are the establishment of things that would be required if you ever ended up in court trying to prove that you owned the treasure. Right?
Okay.
So it's structured like a last will and testament. And if you look at, and not everybody's going to agree with this, we'll start seeing guys in the room saying, no, that's not what it means. But I'm going to tell you what my opinion is, and it's been substantiated. It's been substantiated in a way by attorneys who understand these things, okay? So the first stanza does 2 things. Number 1, it establishes his sanity, meaning I'm perfectly sane. I've done this on my own. And it establishes his ownership of the treasure. And it has to establish that because he has to be able to do whatever he wants with it. One of the benefits of ownership is that you can do whatever you want with what you own. I just took, Brad has taken a bunch of things that he's acquired. We're going to put in some things that we've acquired. And the reason is because we own them. We can do what we want with them because we own them. And that's what that first stanza does. Okay? Right. Then the clues start at the beginning of the second stanza and go down to the middle of the fourth stanza.
Right.
And then he advises you, get the heck out of there. You've got the chest, right? Just take the chest and go in peace.
Okay.
So now we can assume that you've followed the clues, that you've stood over the chest, that you've admired it, and then you're picking it up and deciding on how to get back to your car. It is now in your possession. So what the next two stanzas do is finalize your ownership. Number one, the fifth stanza, which reads, "So why must I go and leave my trove for all to seek? The answers I already know. I've done it tired now a week." So if you have to imagine that you are in a court of law and there's somebody representing someone, say one of Fenn's family members, and they're claiming that they own the treasure, not you, right? So Fenn says he's behaving as if he was in court. So you're asking me why I did this, Mr. Attorney? I'm tired. I'm weak. I've done this collection. So that's what the fifth stanza is about. The sixth stanza is basically a transfer of ownership to you. And what it says is, "So hear me all and listen good." And I don't know if you've ever been in a court for any reason, but the way the federal courts start their proceedings is by oyez, oyez, and they describe the court and that everybody must listen from this point forward. So what he's saying is, so hear me all and listen good. Your effort, the person that went into the wood, survived the cold, now has the treasure in their possession, and I'm giving them title to that. And that word title is not placed there just for the heck of it, for poetic purposes. The word title to Forrest has a very specific meaning. He was once asked those antiquities, the antiquities that you found, Laureen Mills asked him, that you've spent time searching for and finding, who owns them? Because she wanted to make the point. There's a gentleman whose name is Craig, what is it?
Childs.
Craig Childs, who was an antithesis of Fenn, anti-hero. And he was always criticizing Fenn for the approach that he took to these antiquities that he had acquired. And so she asked him about them. And if you ever watch the video, it's on our playlist. His body language changes. His facial features change. And he says to her, "I'll tell you who owns that. The guy with the title."
Mm-hmm.
Right? And to him, that concept of title, which in this poem he gives you, if you were to go to court and you had the treasure and you had gone through the wood and the cold to find it, and you're sitting there and somebody is claiming that it belongs to them, the title is at that point, is to the person who is in possession of the treasure. And that's why it's so important. The fact that he uses the word gold instead of, by this time, he's described the treasure in the poem 5 different ways with 5 different words. The last one is gold. But it could easily be stated that the majority of everything that's in the chest is gold. There are some gems, but there is no court there was no court that would allow you to make an argument that said, well, he only owns the gold in the treasure. The treasure is the treasure. So he's giving you title. It's just gold at this point is yet another one of 5 euphemisms that he's used for the treasure.
Okay, I have a problem still with the gold.
Okay.
In court, you're describing something and you're getting title to a specific thing, and somebody could come in and say, well, the emeralds are mine,
right,
and the diamonds are mine.
And that's what I mean. There is no court that would tolerate someone coming in and saying, well, the poem gives him title to the gold. I have title to the emeralds. He didn't have. You can't have title to the emeralds if A, you're not in possession of the treasure, and B, you didn't find it. So let's say you found the treasure and I come into court and I say, well, he's got title to the gold. I have title to the emeralds. The court will ask them to prove, because you can't, it's not an opinion, right? You'd have to substantiate the idea that you have title to the emeralds. And the only thing to substantiate that is possession. If they don't have possession of the emeralds, they don't have title to them.
Okay, so a family member couldn't.
No.
Could Fenn put something in there to specify that I'm going to buy your diamonds and that back?
He
for
could
$1
very
million?
well. Yeah, I would find that unlikely. He said that in the olive jar there is a manuscript similar to the one in The Thrill of the Chase that tells it's his biography, so the person who finds it can know it. There might be some additional document in there giving title to the finder, but at this point, if you were to have to prove it in court, all you need is the book and the poem and the treasure. And if the treasure is in your possession, the poem says, effectively, if this box is in your possession, you have title to it.
Because I remember something originally that Fenn said when he first started to put stuff in the chest. He put in $1,000 bills, and I didn't know they even had $1,000 bills.
They do. There are $1,000 bills.
Yeah. And then he told, I think, whoever he was with, I decided to take them out. I had a better idea. I was afraid they'd deteriorate over the years. So I'm wondering what that better idea was.
You could have replaced, so depending on it, you could have replaced it with more, that might be the gold coins, for example, which have an infinitely long life. So there were things in there that he said to himself, and we know the person who he bought the gold coins from, and approximately when he bought them. So my guess is he exchanged the currency, which doesn't have a long life, with the gold coins, and probably, if you look at the value, one gold coin is 1 ounce of gold is the equivalent. Well, it's more than that. It was maybe at that time was the equivalent of one of those $1,000 bills. So let's say he had put in 100 of those $1,000 bills. He could replace that with 100 of those gold coins.
Right. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention, I had been up to West Yellowstone twice with someone else.
Uh-huh.
And the second time we met Dale Neitzel.
Dale Neitzel.
Yeah, and we had an interesting conversation. I won a hat there, and I gave it to Dale because I didn't need the hat. I have plenty of hats.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he remembers me from that, but if he's on the show at all. And like I said, I was 77. Well, I went when I was 76 last year to West Yellowstone twice. Quickly, we have a park, a wildlife thing, Ellie Schiller Wildlife Park. It's where they treat animals, and you walk around. It's 1.1 mile.
What area of Florida are you in, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, it's just north of Tampa, about 60 miles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Homosassa.
On the Gulf Coast or inside the coast?
West Coast.
Okay. Yeah, I love that area. I used to sail out of there.
Lots of warm waters.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, wrong state. Anyway, when I went up there, we went off trail for a half a mile. And like I said, I walked 3 to 5 miles. I had young guys come up with me and walk, and they couldn't keep up with me.
In Florida.
And I was, on nice level boards,
Yeah.
But you get into off trail, I don't know what you're walking in where he was, but I didn't find any real smooth places and easy. You don't walk a half a mile in 10 or 15 minutes.
That's correct.
And I was beat. I mean, I just one way.
Yeah.
Not return trip, and he did it 4 times, 4 one-way trips.
Right.
So I don't think he's that far off the trail, and I relate that to the 200 feet and 500 feet.
Right. Yeah, we feel like he's The treasure is within 500 feet of a thoroughfare of some kind, because it was people who were 500 feet, searchers who were within 200 feet. But I will advise folks, if you're coming from Florida and going to any place in the Rocky Mountains, including Yellowstone, you're already at a disadvantage because of the altitude. And secondly, even if you do work out, you have to consider A, you're in the mountains, and B, once you get off trail, you're basically bushwhacking, and you can expect that if you walk a mile right now in 15 minutes, it's going to take you at least twice that in the mountains.
Easily.
And maybe sometimes as much as 3 times. So, he was a healthy 80-year-old, and he was a healthy 80-year-old that had spent a good deal of time in the mountains, so he had the benefit of that. But he was still an 80-year-old bushwhacking. So, we can understand that, and that's advice we give to people all the time.
One more thing,
Sure.
and I'll let you go. I had a number of solves like everybody else. You know, the perfect solve. We knew exactly where to go.
Yeah.
And then Fenn came out with a statement not associated with a man-made structure.
Right.
Nobody's asked him about a better definition of associated. What does he mean by associated? Why not
right. So associated could be, and I'll give you the example that killed my theory of Rio Chama. My warm waters halt start at the bottom of the dam. So he's done 2 things. Number one, my warm waters halt with a structure, which is a dam, but he also said it's not at the bottom of a dam. What he's talking about is if you can look at that structure and see that it was created by a human being, it is very likely not one of the landmarks that you should be using, because ideally each of the 9 clues represents what we refer to as a triple L, long-lived landmark. Mm-hmm. And not all humanly created structures, will have long life. So he's got to consider that his treasure is going to be looked for 100 years or 1,000 years. And man-made structures just don't naturally last that long for 2 reasons. Number one, they weather. And number 2, if I've put a man-made structure in a particular location, one of the reasons is that it's a good location for a man-made structure. If you look at some of the mounds in the Mideast where cities have been built on top of cities and, continually, so that it actually makes a hill of cities. The reason that they were made there is because they were convenient to water, convenient to roads of travel, et cetera, et cetera. They weren't put there serendipitously. So I think that's why when he says it's not associated, what he means is the clues are not associated with man-made structures, and these are my words. They're associated with natural structures.
Right. But if you have something like a gold, whatever, the frog, and you have that in a man-made structure, that's not a normal thing in a structure. So it's not really associated with that, is what I'm getting at. You have a table in there, it's associated with a man-made structure. If it was a house. So it's still, to me, it's ambiguous to an extent. And I understand what you're saying, and I still don't understand what know what I'm saying?
So again, we don't get a lot in the way, I would say this over and over again, we don't get a lot in the way of facts in this treasure hunt. What we get are things that Fenn has said, and then you have to weigh them with things that he said before and after what he said. But he did say, he's told us the clues are not associated with a man-made structure.
Right.
So that's enough for me to avoid turning any of my clues. If I go no place for the meek, and no place for the meek turns out to be the cabin where Joe Meek protected himself against the attack of the 90 Native Americans, then that is an ideal clue for me. But the simple fact of the matter is, my landmark is a man-made structure. It doesn't, you have to go kind of with what he said.
And that rules out any house that's the home of Brown.
Right. That's why you can assume the home of Brown is not the classic sound. You know, your first reaction would be if it's not a place where someone lived.
Right. Well, Fenn said he did this to get people out in the mountains and all. But one thing he did that I don't think he realized is he made people get together and reach out to each other.
Yeah.
And work together. It's like a paradox.
Yeah.
You know, I want the treasure, but I'm working and I'm collaborating with you, like you're teaching me and, you know, talking. I never heard of you before that Fenn's Treasure, and you know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's totally amazing.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. We enjoy the company of the people in the community. If you get a chance and you learn more about the Fenndango event that's going to take place in July, you'll get to meet a lot of the searchers face to face, and they're all really, really good people. We'll be there.
Yeah, I'm going to go somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know where. It's going to be Montana, Wyoming, or New Mexico, or maybe Colorado. I'm still, you know, looking at clues and trying to find the magic like everybody else. So
all right.
I do admit, like unlike other people, I do not know where the treasure is right now.
So, Dennis, hang on before I finish up our conversation. Shelley has something that she wanted to say.
I just wanted to let you know in the chat room, we had several people when we started the call that said thank you for your service, and a couple more marriage proposals.
Oh, great.
Great.
Would you pass them on to my wife?
All right, Dennis, thank you for calling in. We look forward to visiting with you whenever you find yourself in New Mexico. And thanks for a great call. I hope we answered some of your questions.
Yes, you did. And thank you.
My pleasure. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
So I think, hang on. We need to make one more outbound. We may not have time for...
it might be pretty darn late in New York.
Well, let's try it.
11 o'clock.
So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7.
What?
No, I'm just teasing. That's not the number.
4, 5, 6, 7.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 1, 2. Let's see.
Hey there, Toby and Shelley.
Hi, John. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm very well.
Good to hear it. So we got about 10 minutes for you to go into. So I think we're gonna end up doing this in about 10 different calls. So let's call this Chapter 2 of the Great Book Theory. How's that?
Hey, I can make it real simple for you.
Okay.
Can you go to the first page and look at the signature?
All right. The first page of the book.
Yep.
And
and if you want to show the community on there, you can show the community as well.
Okay, first page of the book.
And because we only have 10 minutes, I can make it 10 minutes, no problem.
All right. So,
where he signed the book?
Where Forrest signed my copy of the book?
Yes. I'd like just to show the community the signature.
Okay. All right. So that's Forrest's signature right there. I would like you to note.
Perfect, everybody. It has a dot in it. That's the point. Okay, can we go to the last page of the book, Toby, where it has the rainbow, where it has what he's attributed to?
The colophons, you mean the omega? Oh, I see.
Let's go to the page before it. 114.
So this is in the epilogue, and I think what you're talking about is that right there. Right. I wish I could
show the community that as well.
I wish I could have lived to do the things I was attributed to.
Perfect. And he talks about his dad lighting candle on both ends.
Yeah.
So let's turn now to the colophon page and show the community that page.
The colophon page? All right.
Correct.
That's the last page before the end page of the book. And those are the double omega colophons that everybody likes playing with right there.
The book tells you exactly what that means. And so thank you so much, Toby. And now if you can
wait. Tie that together for me. What was I looking at? You still have 5 minutes.
Okay, so what I want to show you is what that means. But first we need to go to page 18 and then page 54, and then I'm going to go right for you.
Okay. 18.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
And then 54.
So, okay, put your finger right there. Okay,
School.
that's the school picture.
All the kids.
And 54. So you're adding some more content to my book here, John, as I make notes.
So what happens?
Hold on.
Toby,
Let me get this. Okay, so 54 is the picture of Skippy. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to show this to
So what happens is, you don't have to,
Okay.
because I know we are short on time, but
Yeah.
I'm going to finish this whole story. So page 18 is where, page 54 is there. What he's saying is that if you can find where, it's the big picture. If you can find there, it's the precise picture. Okay, at the end of the book, when he's talking about the two colophons, that means one thing down south. It means rest stop. So
It means what?
Wait, rest stop.
Rest stop.
It's 2 words.
Oh,
It
rest
means
stop.
Stop, stop, rest stop.
Yeah.
So if you can find that rest stop, you're going to find the where, which is the big picture,
It's
and the
because it
there,
only
which is the
uses- don't worry
precise
about it.
picture.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And so I challenged myself with this, and I said, where could that possibly be? Well, it's in the end of the poem. At the end of the poem, he says, I give you title to the gold. What's the title? It's the title to an exit, because the exit is the end of the poem. Because when you leave somewhere, it's at the end. So the exit relating to a rest stop is page 163. So therefore, exit 163 in Colorado takes you to a very specific location. Now show the community page 18, please.
Okay, wait. So 163 on which interstate? There are
163. It's just exit 163 in Colorado.
Well, wait,
it leads you to a.
wait.
The reason I'm telling you to show page 18
hang on,
is I'll
hang
tie
on.
that in.
Wait. So exit 163 in Colorado. There are 2 interstates that go through Colorado: I-25 north to south, and I-70.
It's the one right by Denver. It's about 2 hours out from Denver.
Just tell
You're
me,
cutting out.
does it go east or west, east west, or north south?
East west.
It goes east west,
East west. So you're saying
which is why
exit.
it's written that way in the poem.
You're saying exit 163 on I-70.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, wait.
Correct. Can you tell the community the page 18, please, again?
Okay, hang on just a sec. Exit 163 on I-70. Okay. All right, here's page 18. It's the big picture of the school. Okay, got it. We've done that.
Okay. Move it up taller. Like move it up, move your hands up a little bit so they can see the picture better.
Oh.
Up, lift it up. Lift it up. Because what happens is it's blocked by the screen. Lift it up so they can see the words on the page.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
So, wait.
Up a little more.
I'm doing this backwards. Okay, so you want to see that.
Up more, up more.
Up more?
No,
Or the-
not toward
Oh.
the camera. Up. Lift up so they can see Forrest. I need them to see Forrest and the boy above him. It's very important.
Oh.
Other page. The other page.
Okay, let me see. I don't know where.
Okay, now you can put your book down, and we're going to explain what this means.
Okay. Whew. All right, brother. Explain what
Just put
that.
your book down, and we'll explain what it means.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so what's that boy's name? What's his name, Toby?
Eddard. You mean his friend? Eddard.
Yes.
Yeah, he just passed away a couple of months ago. John, are you still there?
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you still there?
So his name was Eddard, and Eddard was his good friend, and Eddard passed away a couple of months ago, several months ago.
Did you notice the circle around his head?
The circle around the head is actually supposed to be Forrest, right?
No.
The circle around
This
Eddard's
is
head.
Forrest.
Oh, I see. Okay,
It's
yeah,
Eddard.
yeah.
So when you take that circle and you take exit 163, it leads you to a roundabout, which
Okay.
is reference to that circle around the head.
Oh,
A
interesting.
roundabout. And it takes you to a rest area. The colophon standing for rest area.
Mhm.
So therefore, when you take that rest area, you're at Edwards. And I'm going to send you a quick email. And if it's okay, I want you to go ahead and check your email now. And you should see 2 pictures that just come through.
Okay, hang on just a sec. There's a bunch of them.
You should see one email with 2 pictures from me.
One email with 2 pictures. So is that his phone number? Oh, you know what? Somebody... Those are all the other... Hold on. Okay, there's John. All right. All right, I'm going to go to full screen, John, so that folks can see this.
Perfect.
We got about 3 minutes, all right?
Okay, we sure do.
No. I mean, we have about 3 minutes before I have to hang up.
Okay.
Okay, so there's Edwards Country.
Yep, if you will just zoom in to Edwards, please, for the community.
Yeah.
And zoom into it.
That's about as much as I can do right there. Let me open up the
Okay. So you're going to see, zoom out just a little bit. Zoom out just a little bit. I want them to see that whole thing.
Okay.
And you can share this on the community page.
I will.
Above, you're going to see "You Are Here." I give you title to the goat. You are here. Above you, you're going to see the word "war." My war for me. It refers to my war for me.
Got it.
If you zoom in even more, you're going to see. You're going to see what relates to the stone in my war for me. Zoom in a little bit more, and you're going to see veil.
Oh, you need to get back to the phone. Put the phone back normally because we're losing you. I think you're looking at the screen. So
okay, so if you,
we're looking at the "You Are Here" sign, and then it points to Edwards.
And you see on to the right of that, you see Vale. That's actually Vale Valley. In the book "My War for Me," this is called Edwards, and war is in the word Edwards. That's not a coincidence.
Oh, I see.
And it says, "If you should ever think of me when you have passed this vale and wish to please my ghost, forgive us and smile at homely girl." If you go down, you're going to see Dowd. Dowd means black. He shot at guys and surviving me with black hats.
Oh.
Up from there, you see Avon. The homely girl is the Avon lady. It's a Southern joke. And so therefore, you have that entire "My War for Me" reference right there. And so above that sign, if you'll click on the second part of the second photo.
There we go.
Can you click on the second photo?
Yeah, we've got. Is that the one?
And zoom in.
That's as much as I can zoom in with this feature.
So on the other side, it says Colorado, but in a mirror image. The ending of Colorado is ADO is right below Edwards Country, and so ADO actually is a French word meaning adieu, like without further ado.
Yeah.
But it also means trouble. And so we found the where based upon that page, and it led us to this exit based upon the title. So now you're above the trouble area. The reason why waters has an S is because troubled waters is also the same as it can be physical or it can be water itself. So if it's a person, they're no longer warm because they're troubled. If it is if it's an object or water itself, it's no longer water. It has an S as well.
All right.
And so I know that's a lot of information at one time.
And you know what? We need to figure out how to put these in what I refer to as consumable packages. You're talking to you is like talking to a fire hose. You're killing me, right? And I mean that that's actually a compliment. What I mean by that is we need to figure out, if you want to do this, how we can put it into consumable sized chunks so that we aren't just overwhelmed with it, right?
Absolutely.
So a couple of things. Before you go, what is the joke, the Avon joke about the homely girl?
The Avon joke is that to make it nice, homely girls sell Avon. It's a Southern joke.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's a Southern joke.
Sassy
All right.
said it,
And
it
so
is. She'd heard of
basically,
it.
if you guys had done the book like I was talking about, it leads exactly to that one place. And the secret page tells you that all his eggs are in one basket.
So do you have a
Because
YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I sure don't.
Why not?
Because to be honest with you, I kind of I don't like to show my face out there.
Oh, you don't have to do it. You don't have to show your face. A lot of people just
show a screen.
Just use a YouTube channel, show a screen, and then you can build this out in little chunks, a little bit at a time, right? Just a suggestion.
Okay. I'll take your advice. However you guys want to do it, it'll be all right.
All right. Well, I got to finish up, close down the show. Thank you for calling in, John. We appreciate it. Feel free to call in anytime in the future, and just make sure that we're drinking from a garden hose and not a fire hose.
All righty. I sure do appreciate it.
My pleasure. You have a good evening.
You too.
Bye now. Okay.
3D Ron says, you've given us a lot to think about.
Has he heard my story?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has.
Maybe I have. Have I told you my story, 3D? Okay, guys. Wow. So we never got inbound calls tonight. Those were all outbounds.
That's okay.
So, but that's okay
we
too, because
kept the lid on the.
Yeah, kept the lid on the crazy birds.
On the yeah.
So,
there
all
we
right.
are.
I think that's. I'm trying to decide whether it's time. Okay.
I think it is. Getting to be late. Sleepy time for the princess.
And
hey everybody, thanks for being here tonight, for all your great chat in the chat room, and for being friends with all the people here and keeping it friendly, and we appreciate that. We have had a great time. We hope that you have had a great time as well. Make sure you check out my channel, thesofterside.live, and what else? I'm
That's
the
it.
Treasure Princess and life coach to the rich and famous, Shelley Carney.
No, there is no Toby at 10 tonight, guys. I have got I'm taking my daughter to the movies, so I've got to be...
Tonight?
No, not tonight. Go back, if you want to win this next Wednesday, go back and make sure you make a comment on last Wednesday's video, an original, Toby Younis original of one of the streamers that Tony Henman sent me, 4x6 die sublimation in a frame, the only one of its kind. We love you. We will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for all the calls tonight. That was fun.